Bro, most copywriters fail at outreach because they don't actually understand what free value is. Let me break it down for you. You see beginners sending generic emails to the business owners all day. Hi, I'm a copywriter and I can help you do that and that and that. Or I have a strategy that will double your revenue. That sounds familiar, yeah? Because that's what the market sees a million times. And here is why it fails. Bro, it's generic as fuck. It doesn't show that you understand the business. And it's boring. Nothing in the email makes the reader think, this is made for me. And it's absolutely not actionable. You are calling it free value, but it doesn't actually help them get results. So when someone gets a DM or an email like this, what do you think they do? They absolutely ignore it or block you. So here is the key mindset shift. Free value is not giving tips, tricks, and hacks. Free value is something that client can use right now and get money from it. Something that's tailored to them. Something that shows that you understand the business. For example, I personally get some outreaches sometimes, but most of them are useless because the writer doesn't know the audience or the business, and I feel like it's not made for me. But the ones I actually pay attention to, the ones which is they are specific, they solve a problem that I actually have, and they showed me that they did a long research. That's what makes a business owner respond. So before writing a single word, you must decide, is this a value email or is this a promo email? By the way, I made a full video about that. But if it's a value email, show some insights, hint at a bigger wins, make the reader curious to listen from you more and more and more. And promo emails, position yourself as the person to help them achieve results. By the way, those come after the value emails. Now comes the part that almost everyone skips, which is real research. You can't write free value for an imaginary coach, but you gotta write one for a real coach who has a real business and a real funnel. That's it. So let's start writing the emails. Remember, this is not an email, this is a sequence. Because if you send a single email, I wouldn't say it's bad, but I would say that it's not the best. If you send a full email sequence, that guy will know that you have studied and worked a lot for that. So let's break it down line by line. The subject line. This is the first impression. If it doesn't hit, the rest never matters. Let me give you an example. Why your last campaign didn't get that XYZ results. And the preview text will be something like, here is what to fix about it. Then, the first line. You start with research-based insight. Let me give you an example. I was reviewing your latest email sequence and noticed that your CTA should be slightly clearer to drive higher engagement. This is personalized, show expertise, and feels targeted. So now here is the value section. Give one actionable tweak, but don't overwhelm. Say something like, by adding a simple step to remind your audience of your offer in every email, you can increase the click-through rate without changing your content entirely. Explain to them why this matters. Don't just state it. Add reasoning. Most beginners forget that repetition builds familiarity, which builds trust. Now this is optional, but you can do it, which is giving a proof. Say that one client had the same issue, but after implementing the small tweak, their open rate increased by 25%. Then the CTA should be something like, if you want, I can outline a full sequence showing exactly how to apply this across your next campaign. Keep it low pressure, but clear positions that you are the expert. And the next step will be the follow-up emails. A sequence is not complete by just one email. You want 2 to 3 follow-ups, spaced a few days apart. So here's the logic. Second email should be deeper value. Reinforce the first insight. Add another tweak or deeper strategy, and include a small story or example. Then the CTA should be inviting him to review a mini case study. That's it. Third email should be social proof and urgency. Share a testimonial or case study or some results. Highlight opportunity lost if no action is taken. So you build the kind of FOMO. So the CTA will be something like, if you want, we can actually schedule a call to map this for your brand. Let me tell you why this works. Because first email is hook and value. Second email is deeper value and building trust. Third email is proof and gentle urgency. Most beginners fail because they send one email, wait 2 days and give up. This is why sequences are critical. By the way, stories make your emails human, relatable, and humble. Let me give you an example for your sequence. I once worked with a coach who had amazing content but low engagement. He didn't realize that his audience didn't know what to do next, but by adding one simple CTA, the engagement doubled in 1 week, and he handled his retainer client. By the way, don't say fake stories. But if it's real, say it. But I need you to notice how is it short and precise and connected to real business outcome. You gotta make your advice believable, man. You can include one story per email. I wouldn't suggest if you make more than one. Because each story adds weight without making the email feel salesy. So now once you have drafted your sequence, don't touch it immediately. Step back and when you edit, focus on flow, psychology, readability, and pacing. Each line should naturally lead to the next line. And you gotta give what's in it for me and empathy. And for the readability, make short sentences. Because people have TikTok brains. But with clear words and actionable tips. And to give a nice pacing, alternate value, story, city, indigestible chunks. So here is the critical mindset. The email should feel like a conversation, not a template. It should be so clear that the email was specifically made for them. So now let me pause all that. Giving real free value takes effort. You might be tempted to just plug in a generic template and send it out. Bro, please don't. Business owners can see through the low effort emails. But if you put the thought, the research, and the effort in, you don't need to chase clients anymore. They will respond because your insight literally helps them make money. This mindset shift alone separates amateurs from professionals. So yeah, man, do this and you will never run out of clients. So yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. So bye bye. See you in the next video.